Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So, a little bit of TV news here. We have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, huge hit.
Awesome show.
My younger sister and my older brother, who isn't on this podcast, he was a huge Buffy fan. I think he was a Sarah Michelle Gellar fan.
Yes,
but Buffy, the first four seasons are great.
Yes.
Kind of trailed off and then it got good again at the end. Mm-hmm. As soon as her sister Summer showed up, it was awful.
Yeah,
but,
it was weird.
It was a great show. It was Touchdown. And it looks like Fox says they're ready to make a new series or do something with it. And this is coming from comingsoon.net. And this is Fox TV Group Chair Gary Newman. It's something we talked about frequently. And Josh Whedon is really one of the greatest creators we've ever worked with. When Josh decides it's time, we'll do it. And until Josh decides it's time, it won't happen. So they're waiting on Josh Whedon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and again, dude, just let it happen.
Yeah. Let it happen. It'd be cool.
Even a full reboot
would be okay.
Or should it be a continuation?
I think it should be a continuation.
I always love continuations. Make it to where now that Buffy is the teacher type character.
Yeah.
And maybe make something happen to where she loses her Slayer powers and it goes to a new Slayer and she has to be the Giles character.
Or even have it, because I don't know what happened in this. I'm trying to remember how in the series. Did the younger sister get her powers? Or no?
No. See, what happened was she died, and then
she came back.
The girl with the black hair.
Yeah.
What was her freaking name?
I can't remember her name now. Yeah.
5x5. That girl. That was like her freaking code. She'd always say that. She became the next Slayer, but then they did something to Giles and all them did. They brought Buffy back to life,
right.
which was like totally against the rules. So there was two Slayers, and that's not supposed to happen. And he was supposed to just let her die, but he couldn't
do it.
He brought her back.
You know what's funny about this series too is that it's such a rich culture and like a such rich universe. I don't want them to reboot it because they already have so much.
Yeah, there's almost, but it's been a long time though.
Yeah,
there was an animated series that was supposed to happen, and there's even like, if you can look it up, there's even like animatics and stuff like that were out there, but you know that got shot down and never went anywhere. There's comics, you know, the Fall Angel,
yes,
and but. At the end, Spike died. Mm-hmm. He sacrificed himself. He kind of redeemed himself because he was a bad guy the whole series. But with the reboot, you can bring those characters back. See if you continue on. See, Spike was such a huge fan favorite. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah, he was that moment when he's gonna die. You just felt like, oh man, that really sucks that he died.
And I just love the part where Buffy tells, again, it's spoiling the whole show, but where Buffy's talking to Spike, and Spike's gonna kill her. He's like, "Oh, I love you," and he's like, "No, you don't.
Yep.
You love Angel, you don't love me.
Yeah,
I love you, but I know for a fact that you do not love me the same way that other than that's when he sacrifices himself."
Exactly, and it was nice because it was like that human that he was back when he was younger.
His Vegeta moment.
Yeah.
It was Spike's final atonement. That's what it was.
Yeah, he just ran out there and boom.
Yeah, and he's the one who the portal and all that stuff.
Yes.
It's touchstone for me growing up. The theme song, waiting every week for the new episode to come out, was one of those shows for me where it's like, I got to see the next episode. And Buffy was a strong female character.
Yep.
But this one made Buffy cool. She still liked wearing dresses. She still liked the idea of being a cheerleader, but you know, she also had the Slayer stuff that she had to do.
Yeah.
She would be happy just being the cheerleader.
Yeah, be happy being in Sunnydale and just.
And she wasn't an introvert, and she didn't just hide away and keep away from everyone. No, she was liked and
she was
popular.
Probably like the last person you would expect to be a Slayer. You would think it would be that not to be stereotyping, but that goth girl. In the corner.
That's if Buffy was made today, not by Josh Whedon, by somebody else, same idea. Oh, she'd be the goth girl, wears all black, and she has no friends, and she only has like her one dorky friend or something. No. You can have strong female characters and it be likable.
Yes.
It's funny. Buffy was also done today to be so many more memes of it. Because they were so memeable.
The thing is, there is plenty. If you type it in, especially because there's lots of funny lines and, you know, I don't want to cuss, so I will say something. Yeah. They're pretty funny, like, you know, I'll go out for a walk. That's a funny one.
Yeah.
Just look that up. I would be okay with both versions. If they rebooted it, I'd be okay with it. If it was a continuation, I'd
be all on board for like a
continuation.
Yeah, it'd be so.
How
awesome.
cool would it be if you just see a thing like that and you just see Buffy's character is still slaying demons and stuff like that, but, you know, she's getting older. Make something happen where the magic's wearing off. Do something. And it's like, you know, I got to train the next Slayer.
Yeah.
And then she becomes that mentor character.
They should do it like they did at the beginning of Batman Beyond when they show Bruce Wayne being too old, being Batman, so he knew he had eventually trained someone else.
Got to hand it off.
And then asking Giles, having a cameo with him, saying, like, where's the next Slayer?
Yeah.
Like, where I need to find her. So
or do whatever witch roll it takes to get the next one to come or whatever.
Yeah.
And then again, then you can have all the cameos. You can Xander and Willow and all them.
And it would be funny. How cool would this be, too? Make the Slayer someone that's super young, like a kid. So she, like, has to kind of wait to her to become...
Yeah.
There could be a lot... See, there's a million different ways you can take it with the continuation.
Yeah.
But again, either way, I'm definitely giving it a shot.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Either way, yeah.
The fans love it. There's also a really funny skit on Robot Chicken where it has Sarah Michelle Gellar's doing the voice, and like she's like it's Chucky in a Cabbage Patch, and then she shows up to fight Chucky, and the Cabbage Patch dolls come to life, and she's like, "That's why season 6 never happened." Because I was gonna go this crazy story.
Well, Robot Chicken was so funny. It's not funny anymore.
She's like, and then she's like, "I'm a Slayer." And she does it.
Yeah, like almost like freeze frame, like
And that's why the next season never happened.
And then another thing, I know I'm probably the only one who's like a real fan. I like the original movie.
The movie's funny too.
Yeah,
It's funny. I like.
It's more of a comedy.
Yeah, it's more slapstick.
And the show kind of became more of like that Monster of the Week. Supernatural
it made it a
show.
little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Fair.
They started adding rules and things that make the world fit. And again, that whole when the vampires go like vampire mode, they get like that scary face.
Oh, yeah.
And that's from Lost Boys.
Yeah, they get and then also it's weird too. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, their fangs are not on their fangs. They're like
they're a little bit more forward.
Yeah.
But that's from Lost Boys too.
Exactly.
And they didn't ever want them to turn into bats or anything, so they never showed them flying really because it would look goofy.
But they do fly. It's weird.
Yeah, when vampires looked like modern vampires and they were cool before, all that
sparkly
Twilight stuff happened.
And I always liked about that. The weird thing too is that for a vampire to come back, they actually officially have to die.
Yeah,
like it's weird, like because like and then one of
almost
the
a zombie then. In a sense.
because then your soul's gone.
Yeah, because you're literally put on the ground, and then that's where Buffy would wait. Like whenever a vampire attack would happen, she would wait by the graveyard, and the news.
That's when they'd pop out.
Yeah, and they pop out, and then she just.
That's what happens in True Blood too. By the way, they get buried.
They get buried first.
See, that's classic vampire lore. That's in a lot of classic vampire stories. So I think we're in the need of another not sci-fi, but supernatural fantasy vampires, that's werewolves, demons.
Yeah, different from the take of supernatural.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Hopefully, come on, Josh. We're not doing anything else. You can't do Batgirl, apparently. So just do the next...
Yeah, do something that's going to be actually really good and solid, and it has a great foundation.
Yeah, and a good fan base.
Yeah. Definitely, again, if there's more stories comes out of this, and so I'm pretty sure Sarah Michelle Gellar will do something to the...
Oh, yeah.
Even whatever this turns out to be, all the cast, I think, is on board to be part of the project in some way.
Man, if she's at San Diego this summer, it's going to be a friggin' freak out San Diego Comic-Con.
It's going to be cool. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.